All right, it is 6:03. I will now call to order the September 11th, 2017 meeting of the Easthampton Conservation Commission. The meeting is being recorded. Are there any public concerns, non-agenda items? Being none, we will move on to, we don't have any public hearings or meetings, so request for certificate of compliance. Hall Street Extension, Gillian Estates, Mass Department file number 151269. This is continued from previous meetings, most recently August 28th. Myself, David Gartzka, Mark Reed, and Dan Murphy, the Easthampton City Engineer, performed a site visit on the afternoon of September 7th, 2017. To review conditions. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Was it the wrong way?
Something on the wrong pipe, I guess.
And review conditions relative to the as-built plan dated August 28th, 2017. Specifically with regard to the stormwater system within parcel C, because the city is going to, the intent is for the city to take ownership of that at the end of the day, and that is the remaining jurisdictional item left at this point. We reviewed it. There are no signs of erosion. The site is stable. According to Mark Reed, during all the precipitation events he's inspected during and after, everything is detained within the underground infiltration chambers, and he's never seen signs of discharge from the overflow outlet pipe. So, I guess with that.
Is that what we would expect?
Yes. Okay. That's how it was designed. And then we pointed out to Dan Murphy that the system includes a storm scepter unit, stormwater treatment unit that requires maintenance per the manufacturer's recommendations, and so that is something the city is aware of and will have to factor into their long-term O&M. So I guess with that, are there any questions, comments, discussion? Were you able to remove those remnants of
I didn't get that yet.
No, but you can do that
we'll get
at
that
any
this
point.
week. Mm-hmm.
So this is, I've drafted a certificate of compliance with the special conditions excerpted from the order as ongoing conditions so that they're all consistent. The only difference between this one and the individual lots is that there's no plot plan associated with this one. But our minutes will reference the final as-built, and we'll keep that in the file. So with that, is there anyone willing to make a motion regarding a certificate of compliance?
I move to approve a certificate of compliance for, what are we calling it, the Hall Street? Gillian Estates Hall Street, with the ongoing conditions 17, 34, 36 through 38, 41 through 43, 48 through 51. And I don't need to read all of it.
No. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
What that does is it works like an underground retention pond. So we don't try to get away from retention ponds, and it's all sand there, so it works really well.
More than enough.
Yep. Four is the bare minimum we need for a quorum, and we are, let's make sure we are.
Do we need to know who's that?
You can go, yeah, that's fine. I've, slashed out the folks who aren't here. So, I'm gonna go make a quick copy of this for our files, and then you can take it and record it and be done with this.
Okay.
Till the next time.
Yep, till next time. Probably won't be that far off, but.
Yeah, we never figured out what if they charge still, if it's the same company. Yeah. Not very much,
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We're ready.
right?
Said and done.
Have a great day.
Okay, you will. Thank you. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Can I go get ice cream?
Take us with you. Me too. Okay, one moment, I wanna read it. I'm just gonna walk downtown. Hey,
Why not?
good deal, good night for it.
I know, it's so hot today.
It's cold. At the end of the day, the beginning of the day.
I was wearing the vest.
It was 1:45 this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
We went up to 80.
That's shocking.
Come in.
Right. Which is the opposite of what usually.
Tide has turned.
There's more money in the Eckerdale, pot, like the Eckerdale account that we have. But, okay, because they already spent $900 on it. But, yeah.
Okay, so that's taken care of. We have no emergency certifications, we have no updates on the enforcement actions, Echodale East Orchard area improvements.
All right. So Jess
We have
is
more paper.
working on RDA. I don't know anything about how the progress of that is going, but at 5 p.m. today, we got the estimate for the actual invasive removal work. And I haven't looked at it until I just glanced at it. And the first thing I noticed is that it's over the amount of money that we allotted for this part of the project. We had $5,000 altogether in the invasive species control plan with $900 that we've already spent on the management plan.
And what is the total for this?
7,400. So.
Okay.
Um,
That is going to take some more discussion, I think, with more people,
yeah,
including Jess.
right. Because there may be things that I really haven't looked at it. Like maybe, yeah, this is all work that wouldn't be couldn't be volunteer stuff. It's all foliar treatment.
Is this, so I know you forwarded this, but would you kind of do a compare and contrast to the budget and send that out as kind of an email summary, and if we need to, for discussion at the next meeting? So we have 4,100 left and this is 7,400, so it's 3,300 more
Yeah.
than anticipated. And if we have money in the Echodale account, I don't know off the top of my head how much that is. Do we,
Yeah.
I mean,
This is also a 3-year plan though. Does that affect the budget?
That's what I was
numbers at all?
just thinking.
Was this,
This we consider to be phase 1, and a lot of the work well, the pruning work is a 3-year plan on this CPA grant. And then the other things, the tree removal and the brush clearing, were meant to be for the first year, so.
I mean, I guess, one question I would have is, can this be broken out into approval of certain, tasks, 1 and 3? I mean, trying to understand, so 2017 is task 1, right?
Mhm.
And then in 2018, so it's $2,000 for 2017. 2018 is 3,600, and 2019 is 1,800. So, I'm just wondering if we can ask them, and one of the things I would want to discuss with more people present and Jess Allen is, would we rather cover this out of the Echodale account for tasks 1 through 5? Or would we rather they revise their scope and phrase it in such a way that perhaps, an addendum can be provided should the commission elect to move forward with task 5 or whatever, in the future.
So like, could they prioritize the work that they're suggesting, or is that up to us to pick and choose the
I
tasks?
don't know. I mean, I take their recommendations seriously.
Mhm.
And I think, obviously we need task 1 to happen this year to stay on schedule.
And also they're in time order, so I feel like it would be a
Right,
skip.
we wouldn't
One.
skip, we would, we'd say, hey, right now, based on based on our preliminary conversations with you and others, we estimated $5,000 in our budget for this. And, was that with or without a site visit on their part?
That 5,000? I'm not sure, that was Colleen's estimate, and we also had this idea that we would do a lot of the work on our own.
So it wasn't, okay.
Based on an estimate from them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and then there's this whole question of Politan versus land stewardship, because she talked to Politan, I don't know if it's the same thing.
It is, but it isn't.
Okay. Would it be worth, I mean, I guess the person I initially reached out to was Politan. Would it be worth trying to get a second,
I'll see if I can figure out what the difference between the 2 is.
Okay,
I think they're related to each other.
okay. And there aren't really any other invasive removal
There's
operations?
solitude, although that's more, I think, more aquatic. And they're not, I mean,
They're just spraying stuff around. Just kidding.
The other thing that probably plays into whether they'll break it out is that they're guaranteeing 90% control from this 3-year set of treatments. And I suspect if we don't commit to the 3 years, they won't guarantee that.
Yeah. The other piece of budget stuff is we have a $1,000 that's added into the overage. Yeah. Surprise, extra 1,000. So we do essentially,
spend
we
it right
could
away.
consider it's 6,000, but we're still 2,300 over budget, so.
yeah, solitude is more lake and pond. They're more aquatic.
Okay.
They sound like a pond.
Lake
Solitude.
and pond.
Would it be worth reaching out to Andrew, just thanking him for this and saying,
Yeah,
if
we need to discuss it further with more members of the commission. If, we have any questions, please know we'll reach out with questions.
yeah, but what if the question is, like, if we only have, if our budget is limited,
Yeah.
what would you recommend? Is that something that one might do?
Yeah. That's fine. Okay.
So we would discuss as a group, and it would be helpful to have our Echo Dale budget in front of us too. No, we have like for our Concom budget, there's like money in this.
The amount
Echo
in the
Dale.
budget, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, here's Conservation Commission Equidale Open Space account,
That's how much we offered to put in.
but we have more.
Yeah, there's more in
Okay.
that account than that.
Okay. Anything else?
So just next steps are, we will revisit at the next meeting. I will reach out to Andrew and just see if we aren't able to afford all of this, what he would recommend,
Mhm.
just so we have that, letting him know that that may not be the case, but just so we know. And, oh look, reviewed and approved by Chris Politan, principal and certified ecological restoration practitioner. Okay, so there's no second quote, as far as we know.
So it's all about bittersweet, pretty much.
It is primarily.
Is that what we expected? I mean, I'm certainly noted that there's lots of other invasive species.
Because we're gonna mow
Yeah.
Flora Rose, right?
Well, and then there was also the plan of like,
And we're gonna try to let the multiflora rose kill itself.
yeah.
Oh, yes, the rosy disease.
That one.
That one.
Rosetta.
Remember the rosy disease?
Yes. What's it called?
Oh, yeah, looks like poop on this.
Okay, it's Rosetta something.
Rosy.
Which, it also has a name, which
Oh,
broom?
well, it causes a witch's broom,
Oh.
which is any of that, like, crazy growth.
So,
It's like a witch's broom.
look, okay.
Should not be confused with a Harry Potter room.
Is that? Yeah. Botanical feature.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Echo Dale.
Nothing else we
Yes.
should do around that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sorry that I just didn't have a
Well,
little money.
that's something we can address one way or another. We'll either tell her to scope to the budget or find a way to amend the budget to match the scope.
Well, and my understanding of the next piece of the budget is we figure out, well, what do we wanna do with this property? And that will be year two, starting year two. I think we'd wanna start thinking about that, so then maybe we just add more money. And that's just another option to discuss when we discuss. So, okay.
Are we ready to go on to compliance updates? Okay, Paul Street Extension, Jillian Estates, closed out, coming off the list.
Do-do-do.
We should have like balloons or something.
Or they should take us up there. I don't know
We missed
why,
our
but,
chance.
yeah.
That might not be appropriate.
Oh, yeah.
It's under $50 though. It's under $50, we'd be okay.
Pleasant Street Mills, no updates. Mashawneck Mills, no updates. David Boyle, 184 Northampton Street, no updates. Lathrop, they did a round of treatment management, and I have not received an update. Williston, no updates. Mashawneck Pond, no further updates. Logan, Logan, we received an update. Did anyone have a chance to?
Basically, it was the same as before.
Yeah.
They've been removing things.
I apologize, I did not have a chance to print it, which dry. Thank you. Cumberland Farms, nothing to report. I don't believe they've requested a building permit yet. Oh, we cannot approve these minutes because we don't have quorum for these minutes.
Sorry.
Where were you on vacation?
Running coaches. Yes. So we will continue these to the September 25th meeting.
Just like if you have a physical time. Right. And then there's always gonna be times when, oops, I forgot, or oops, a situation arose.
Okay,
Not on the regular hour.
kind of following up under general business, when Jess Allen noted that she wouldn't be able to attend tonight's meeting due to a schedule conflict. She provided the following update regarding a shared agent. And I quote, and there's no further discussion because I don't know any more than this. I am in the process of working with HR to finalize the job description and announcement, and I have reached out to Southampton about how they would like to participate in the hiring process. And if the job announcement will go out by the end of the week, and we'll have someone in place within the next 4 to 6 weeks.
No kidding.
So,
Super.
that would be,
Well, it's one way of keeping track. And for yours,
Um,
and for ours, it's twofold and stuff, but.
Should say 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
yeah. Nothing, actually guys, please complete your information.
Okay,
So we can give that to Jess, there's nothing new in correspondence.
I was a manager, so I had, so if someone forgot, you forgot, here, you need to sign it, you need to co-sign it, okay?
All right, so with that, is there any further discussion of anything we have not covered?
I move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved.